How are you doing?
Hello, James.
You feeling okay today? Everything all right? Because I know now that The Bachelor is over, it's like your life has no meaning anymore, does it?
It's all what to look forward to. Wait, I did watch it last night.
You did what? I know you. Of course you watched it
I
last night.
sometimes hit him up about it. I know you know all the truth.
I like to watch your Instagram stories and see your takes on it. You take pictures of the TV screen.
Yeah. What a loser. But I got into it last night. First of all, that last night was the big ending. Most people sort of know what happened, but it's like this big. It's all girls. It looks like the rush week at Delta Gamma. I don't know how they do that. They don't get one guy in the room, and then they do the flashback, because what happened is Hannah Ann was the final two. It was Hannah Ann. He takes them to Australia, of course, the farthest place. I don't know.
Right, for two
miles
people.
thing. Yeah. And they get there. And then I'm always surprised that, like, Hannah B doesn't pop out of a kangaroo pouch. Hey, y'all! Remember me? No? But the other one's the virgin, Madison.
Uh-huh.
So
that's right.
There's some appeal. You know, I get what's going on, but she dumped him twice.
Uh-huh. She did.
Hannah Ann's only crime was she was nice and normal and no drama. And, of course, he was like, the other way. So he proposes to her, and then a month later, he's like, "Can I have that ring back?" You know, it's so weird. And then he tries to get the other one back, but they're on the show live, and it's just cringe time, because the mom is like this, Barb. You see Barb? Really dagger.
Oh, yeah, she was not happy at all.
And every time, and they had a little Barb cam in the corner, and when they'd show Hannah Ann, because she's Peter's mom, and she clearly wants Hannah Ann, and she didn't get her.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, "Mom, so I guess it's gonna be Madison now." And she's like, "Wait, what?" and she wasn't even hiding it. And he's like, Napoleon Dynamite going, "Mom, quit yelling at her, that's my girlfriend." She was yelling at her. She's like, "I don't like this one." It's like,
David is not exaggerating one tiny bit.
Yeah. She was just all over it. And then, poor Madison. And she's so wiped out from flying and those heavy eyelashes. I mean, it must be. I didn't know if those were carry-on. Did you see them? I wanted to get in there. I don't know if they're legal.
I had a long talk with somebody about those last night. Of whether they were real or not. And,
I don't know. I mean, she's a beautiful girl, but I mean, and then they had to give them both extensions. They're both pretty already, but they really LA'd them up, you know?
Yeah.
"You're pretty, but not enough. Get out there." So they get out there, and, it's like LA, of course. They're all, like, from normal places. But the mom, I don't know what happened. So she's, like, yelling, going, "He puts Mentos and Cokes," trying to kill the whole deal. The virgin was like, "Oh."
Dad got involved even. Yeah, it was bad.
But it was fun just to watch the whole scenario.
You enjoy it. You love it. Which you like better, Bachelor or Bachelorette?
I don't know. It's all about the same. I just make fun of whatever's in front of me.
Whatever's in front of you.
I like it all.
Do you schedule your life around the show? Like, will you go out on a Monday or Tuesday?
I do sort of work in the day. They just get a little nuts with, like, "It's a Monday through Friday edition." I'm like, damn. 3 hours each night, and they're really milking it. It's like a 10-minute show, but it's really stretched out. Give some to the kitty.
They can tighten it up a little.
Yeah, they can easily. There's some easy trims. So, how long are you supposed to touch your face? 10 minutes a day? So I went to dinner.
You talk, I'll touch your face.
Yeah, I for sure have it now. Okay. So I went to dinner, and some.
Sorry. I ruined the story. Where did you go to dinner, and when was this?
I'm more concerned about The Bachelor than the coronavirus. So I went to dinner, and sometimes I get dissed. Well, obviously, in the earlier days, like right when I moved to LA, I got really LA'd because the maitre d' was all snooty, and I tried to take a date to some cool restaurant. And he goes like this, he's all busy, and he goes, "Right this way, ladies?" And I go, is he mean us? And I was like, and then she's like, oh, you know, are you a girl? I go, no, I'm not. So walking, and then someone's like, hey, Joe Dirt. I'm like, yeah, I'm a guy. I look like a guy. So we start walking, and I go, I can't wait. This guy sees it's me. He's going to freak out. And then he sees some stairs and looks right at me and goes, watch your step, gals. I go, again? I am a sir. Anyway, so last night we go, and we're all having dinner, and I go, I like to order first, just 'cause I'm rude, and I'm hungry. And sometimes when I get there, I can't drink until I eat, and I like to have a few knocks, especially before the Bachelor. So I go, I get there, and before everyone, I go, hey, man, I tell the waiter, hey, can I order steak now? Is that okay if I just get things going? He goes, oh, yeah. So he does it. Then 15 minutes, I'm like, you know, looking for it. And then he comes back, and everyone gets there, and he's like, hey, can I take your orders? I'm like, hey, bub, what, any eyes on that steak? Like, can we get a 20 on it? And he goes, oh, you want that now? Yeah, why did I order it 20 minutes ago? Right when I walked in, I go, hey, give me a steak. And he goes, 2 seconds. And then, you know this thing, when now they avoid you? They walk by your table like this, la, la, la. I go, hey. And he's like, table 41's on, you know. So he keeps doing this, and he's being weird, you know. And then a few minutes later, he's like, remember me? Now we're friends again.
Yeah, well, good, yeah.
Yeah, so it all worked out.
Yeah, it all worked. Sounds like
I get crabby.
Hey, I don't know if this is something you'd be willing to share, but would you tell, I'm going to take a break, but when we come back, will you tell the story? There was a triple major celebrity with whom you had long-time bad blood.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
Okay, David Spade is here. His show is called Lights
cliffhanger.
Out with David Spade. We'll be right back with this. We're back with the great David Spade. He has a television show of his very own.
Guillermo.
Called Lights Out with David Spade. You don't have a Guillermo on your show. No, you can't just find those. God sends them to you when you've been good.
Yeah, dime a dozen.
That's right.
That's right.
How long have you been doing the show now?
Oh, I don't even know. We just did 100 episodes. It was since July, I guess.
Since July.
Yeah.
So not quite a year.
Oh, thank you. 100 episodes. Have you done 100 yet?
Yeah, a few more than that.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. I knew you'd get there.
Yeah. So, is it what you imagined it would be? This
It's
life?
It's kind of tougher than I thought. I thought I'd breeze in and mumble a few jokes like I do here, and but it's a little more planning and strategizing. I don't know. It's more like get up at 7, go in, and it's all day. I don't know how. If you see the show, you go, this guy do? But you know how it is. It's harder than you think. There's pre-tapes.
Meetings.
Yeah, there's so many things going on.
You have to put on makeup, the whole thing. It's a mess.
And the new thing, no crowds.
And now, oh yeah, you guys are not going to have an audience starting on Monday.
And I don't know what to do about that because, like, this is a great crowd. We have great crowds.
It's weird.
They raise the lights to prove they are a good crowd. But it is, I have no idea how that will work. You know what I mean? I mean, I've done stand-up for 10 people and stuff on a good night. But
have you done stand-up for no people?
I have not done it for no. I don't know what I'll do. It'll be my manager with his 2 dogs going, and the dog going, "Arr." I don't know. I just will do it and see if the comedians, you know.
We're gonna have to figure it out. Although I have to say, like, you know, I've been trying to figure out what we're gonna do, and then you know, you're like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have people all in a room together, and then you go to Target and there's 8,000 people in there, and it's like, well, what's the point of this?
Wheel of Fortune didn't, and I go, well, listen, those people are waiting 3 hours in line to watch a game show. They're sort of dead on the inside already. But they're watching roulette.
Now let's get to this story.
Okay, so here's the story. So you're involved in this.
I am involved, yes.
So before the Grammys, Ted Sarandos, a buddy of ours, he has a pre-Grammy party. But it was a nice one because it was like no cameras. It was just like, I think, 20 comedy people and their dates, right?
Right.
So it's, you know, Chappelle and Kevin Hart and whoever else was there.
Tiffany
Bill Hader,
Haddish,
Tiffany
Bill
Haddish.
Hader, yeah.
Yeah, Ali Wong. And, Trevor Noah. So they put me next to you, which is fun because Jimmy and I get along, and this isn't an act. And so, you know, we're all BSing, but Eddie Murphy's over there with Chappelle, and before the thing, Ted said, you guys are cool, right? I said, you know, we had this weird thing the poor
For
guy.
those who don't know, there may be some people who don't know what happened, basically.
There was something I said on Saturday Night Live years and years ago, and when I was on, and then...
What'd you say?
Oh. I just said a joke about him, and he wasn't in the mood for it, and he yelled at me, and we carried that grudge forever. So 30 years later, so people are like, oh my God, David Spade's at least 30. So 30 years later, he finally hosts SNL, and he says, you know, it's still awkward for me and him. I never see the guy. But I feel bad for him, like I have this fake feud with him. But so I never see him out, and so I go, I don't care if he's here, it's fine. So he's over there, and then we're over here, and then I'm talking and tap on the shoulder.
Can I tell you my point of view?
Yeah.
I'm talking to you, and then I see him coming up behind you, and I go, okay. Yeah.
This could go bad,
I go, oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
and
these two. I know, I was like, Jimmy's gonna be my backup, which, oh, that's a great idea. I think I might need Chappelle over there. He's more So then I go, huh? And then as he goes, hey, man, can I talk to you? And I was like, Jimmy, it's go time.
I went like this. Oh, okay.
Spun out. So I go, yeah, instead of, gives me a hug, and he says, you know, hey, this is stupid, whatever. So we talked about SNL and some other stuff for a while. Super cool dude, just like, you know, I was a fan before, still a fan. So I just felt bad. I was a little thorn in his side for all that time, but we're all good now, so it was fun.
You know what? If only our leaders in Washington...
Yes. Why can't
the nations of the Middle East, if they could just come together the way you and Eddie Murphy did...
we nailed it.
We could have... What a beautiful planet this would be.
We fix everything in one
Well, David,
dinner.
it is always a treat to have you on the show.
Love coming here.
Your show is very funny. It's called Lights Out with David Spade. Watch it weeknights, 11:35 on Comedy Central. Next week with no laughs. We'll be right back with Isa Gonzalez. Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel. I hope you enjoyed that video. Hit subscribe and all your dreams will come true, assuming your dreams are to watch more YouTube videos.